is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They run for it with Hunt. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the 1st thanks to a flashy little spin move.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5 now. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
One, two.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now it's Watson.
It's in the game.
He lost the football. It's out.
Chad, let's get hype up in here.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
2 years ago, we saw Dak Prescott carted off the field with a major injury. And 2 years later, here he is, leading his Cowboys into the Super Bowl. What a rewarding moment for one of the league's most inspirational players.
The #1 gamer on YouTube and Facebook. Riverside Gaming in the building. Let's get it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun.
Surely #1, baby. Please believe it.
Right side taken in by Gallup. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down.
The first official stream with me in it.
Prescott on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the
Riverside Records on the way with them hits. It's the best place for gaming on hood and music.
So they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Prescott. Now he's flushed out right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? When these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Faking the give. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play.
Let's go, boy.
More than that, to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Nick Chubb.
A minute to play in this first half. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half.
Come on, let's go.
To go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Oh, that.
Side taken in by Washington. So
Prescott, baby.
Here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn
Number 1, baby. Let's get this money. Let's get this shmoney.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And
Ezekiel.
Across the 20 before they get to it. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Browns. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
You try to rumble with the bees, huh? Throw a hex on your whole family. Psycho Beast has arrived.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait.
Riverside game, PS5, and Xbox Next Gen, Facebook, gaming, YouTube, gaming. We everywhere. Instagram.
We thought this game had
Riverside Records, Randall London on Instagram.
Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use
Riverside Gaming on Facebook. Gamezilla
it's not just tight on the
371.
scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're
Gamezilla 371, baby.
doing in the game.
Call it no gain there on the first down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure
At
everyone
Gamezilla
was accounted for,
371.
narrowly, you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
He finds his man complete.
Oh, I'm Nick Chubb and them.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain
Baker
tight ends
Mayfield.
in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. To throw is Prescott.
Just took Riverside global, baby.
And that's
We global.
complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's
Told you, watch me put us on the map.
Pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him
Cell
down?
phone ringing like the number toll free. '36 District,
Here's Brian
313,
Anger now.
Detroit.
As he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards.
Shout out to the hole. This BMF
They
hood.
get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And
Chubb, boy, you can't stop me, boy.
Down there.
Gotta learn how to cut.
Rushing now on 8 carries
Niggas
for him so far.
cook.
Despite missing 3 games, Nick Chubb still finished second in the league with over 1,200 rushing yards. It was his third 1,000-yard season, and he's never had fewer than 8 touchdowns in a year. Across the NFL, few backs are as easy to count on as Nick Chubb.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go up the middle with Chubb.
You can't stop me with the Chubba love, baby.
First down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Watson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Down to about the 45.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applying the heat.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here in Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be intercepted.
Let's get it, boy.
Takes this one back into the end zone.
Didn't I tell you, boy?
Defense has a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting.
Pick 6.
A big defensive play that yields points here.
Mick pick 6.
Yeah, these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. taken at about the 1. And able to get this across.
Let's go, boy.
But not much further as he's dropped it to 23
Should have
yards.
took a touchback.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
The run is stuck.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Get money, fool.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Inside give to Elliott. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
And look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Dak. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsome. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
Riverside.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And some
Nicholas.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We need to win it, baby. Just like life.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The graphics looking crazy, man.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They want that visualization. They did it for real.
Yeah, they just scripted it out. Defense can't stop the clock, and they can watch the final seconds tick. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs.
Oh, dear.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way. Didn't have to face some adversity in the journey.
Touch the trophy,
and now
baby.
They get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off-season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Get your money up. Taking this shit global. Riverside Records. Riverside Game. Riverside Lifestyle. Riverside Forever. Riverside Bit. Like Pop said when he shot Roderick. Yeah.